Hi Taurus, welcome to your general tarot reading. Welcome to all my new subscribers and viewers, and welcome back to all my existing subscribers and viewers. Taurus, let's get straight into it and see what's happening for you. Okay, you've had a card fall out and it is Three of Pentacles. Very nice. Glory and accolades. The Lover's card. Okay, love is back. Nine of Wands. Knave of Pentacles. I'll probably do it this way so you can see better. Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, starting from the top left, Three of Pentacles. This is the glory of the sky god Horus. This is definitely you receiving some sort of award, accolades, being acknowledged or praised at work or in a relationship this month with the Three of Pentacles. This is also celebrity, advantage, and glory. So for those wanting fame, wanting to be in the spotlight, this could very well be the month where this occurs, whether you're working in production, whether you're working in the film industry, in creative design, designing or creating any piece of work, a manuscript, a book, trying to publish a book, trying to gain more social media followers or becoming a YouTuber or an influencer of some kind. This is definitely the month where you'll be doing that, in particular something to do with the three. So that's very exciting for you. It can be about negotiation as well over Pentacles. You do have four Pentacles cards. So I think money is very much on the forefront for you. Some sort of negotiation or lending of money, borrowing of money, giving someone money, asking for money from a financial institution or a bank, or asking for a loan with your significant other so you can build a potential family home, because you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is seen as the family card. So there is some of that for some of you, and I feel you will be looked favorably upon the loan, to be honest, with the Three of Pentacles. There's definitely another earth sign around you, a fellow Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, that could be quite prominent. Also with the Lover's card, it can be Gemini. There is three people here, but this can be a Gemini coming in with the Lover's card, or also a strong fire sign, because with the Lover's card we see Cupid coming out, the sun, the cosmos, and I feel it could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that you may be dealing with, potentially in love with the Lover's card. But this is Cupid's coming in and doing some work for you here, Taurus. I feel some of you are very smitten with someone that's around you. This could be at work because the Pentacles are here. This could be a work romance, a work attraction. If you are single, or even if you are taken, there might be someone you feel you have a little crush on, or that you're smitten with this month with the Lover's card. But because this is Cupid, this is a higher power that's making you feel attracted. I feel for some of you there's a soulmate connection that's around you, has been around you for quite a few months, or will be coming in around you, because this is Cupid and it's sort of selecting someone. So if you're choosing between two different people here, potentially one you're going to prize higher than the other. One of them is definitely more compatible for you. For others, if you are in an existing relationship, there might be some sort of crush, Taurus. Some of you, I don't know if you'll act on it though, of course that's to your own discretion, but some of you may act on it and others of you may just have it as a fantasy, so to speak, with these cards here. But this is love, glory in love. This is someone really appreciating you, someone putting you on a pedestal this month, Taurus. Some of you might have your guard up to love. There's definitely people that are around you that are wanting commitment from you. For some, I feel you're guarded and you're not ready to give them that commitment, as indicated by the Nine of Wands. This is the golden scarab intuition of danger, the need to protect yourself or guard yourself, and protecting your ego, protecting your heart. Maybe that you've been hurt before in love and you're not ready to open up yourself completely to someone else. Some of you, it's a third-party situation, but I have a feeling it's on your side. It could also be a partner, a spouse that you're dealing with. They may have someone around them. But I feel as though you've got a hunch about something this month with the Nine. I do. I feel like you feel you need to protect your relationship somehow. And it could be something very simple, that you might be sitting at a restaurant and then a gorgeous female or a gorgeous male walks by, and one of you are looking and it's a bit of a wandering eye, and you just may feel a bit of jealousy there, or vice versa. This may be coming from your partner with the Nine of Wands. It could be in that relationship sense, but I feel it could be financial as well. You need to protect your reputation somehow too. Your financial reputation, your credit rating, possibly. Because there is a lot of Pentacle cards here. I do feel like you have a lot of transactions coming up. So if you have a business, or you're working for a company that looks after finance or looks after crediting, could even be products or services, trade or goods, imports and exports. The Pentacles do have a vast umbrella, and there's a lot of things that fall under this umbrella. So I feel there's an influx of money coming in. The Knave of Pentacles is a scribe of commerce. It's a financial transaction of offer. So some of you will definitely be at the bank this month, or at a creditor, getting money, borrowing money, being approved for more money, signing your money into a term deposit or into a savings account of some kind. There's definitely some sort of transactions with the bank or with commerce. So with an accountant, with an account manager, maybe with a financial consultant, with a financial advisor as well. Because I feel like you're writing down your finances with the Knave of Pentacles. You can see that in the card. He's the scribe of commerce. Some of you are learning more about finances, learning how to budget more, dealing with finances better, Taurus. For some of you, it's applying for a loan so you can have the growth of a family. You can buy something nice for your significant other, and that's something very Taurian. I think when you're definitely in the mood, Taurus, you really love to spoil those around you. And I think it will be received upon very, very great. You will be rewarded, and whichever way your partner likes to reward you, you will be rewarded, which is nice. But there is lots of business, lots of money that's coming in, or asking for money. There's an influx of money. Could be from a family member, as I said. I feel like for those in working or professional careers and companies, there might be a meeting that's taking place around finances, or around performance. It could be performance reviews. It could be looking up comp sales. I feel like there's some sort of meeting that's taking place, and it needs to be written down, especially for those that are in, I guess, sales or working with finances directly. This could be major for you. Be careful to those that are borrowing too much money, or someone around you is borrowing too much money. Make sure you're writing everything down, because I feel maybe something might be overlooked. So it's important that you're writing things down if you are lending someone money or you're borrowing money from them this month, or if it's happened in your recent past, or if it's yet to happen. The Ten of Pentacles is here, which is income, legacy, family, money, activity, and finances. This is the family card. Could be a family event that's on. For some of you, this is where you're meeting someone or being introduced to someone with the Lovers card here, or it's where you're talking about love. Or for some of you, I feel like your family might be asking you about love and saying, well, what's happening? Are you seeing someone? Are you single? I feel like you've just been concentrating on work. Maybe love has taken a back seat for some of you. It's not one of your priorities. And I feel like there might be talks about this, and this is where you might close up a little bit, Taurus, because some of you aren't prepared to share your information, or where you stand on love, or your perception of love, or if you're ready for that yet. Because for some, I feel like you have to achieve, you have ambition, and you have to achieve fame or glory or accolades or a certain level in your career before you allow love to come in. I feel there's people around you now, or that you have met maybe this year, maybe in the last recent years, that are offering you commitment or are very smitten with you. And I feel like you've maybe neglected them a little bit, Taurus, because maybe neglect is the wrong word to use. Maybe you've just prioritized your career or your professional or your monetary goals over love. And I feel like This is going to change for you. I feel you're definitely still dominated by pentacles, by money and success and ambition, and that's great. For some of you, you are really following your career goals, and you'll definitely go far because the Three of Pentacles is here, and that's fine, each to their own. I just feel like there might be a family member or someone that may ask you, or a friend even, and say, when are you having children? When are you doing this? When are you doing that? So people could be quite inquisitive about your status, about your relationship status. And this could be coming from a crush. This could be coming from a family member who's just interested and, you know, is maybe doesn't have love for themselves and is asking you about you and your situation because they're living through you vicariously in some way. So this might be coming up for you. It's also a card of family, which I like. Family and love. So lots of family events are coming up, which is really nice. Birthdays, events, christenings, weddings, things of celebration here. Now you do also have the Six of Pentacles, which I mentioned is help given or received, repayments, equality or charity of some kind. Maybe you're feeling extra generous this month, Taurus. To spoil a loved one, to give to charity. Maybe someone else is needing your help. Or maybe you're needing theirs, and this is the month where you approach them. It can be about an exchange of funds. I feel like you're concentrating on your finances, maybe preparing finances. You might have something planned next year because there's a very strong emphasis on finances or assets here. You might be borrowing some sort of material possession as well from someone else, a removal truck, for example, a stereo, you know, some sort of technology maybe that you might be borrowing from someone this month. Something to do with charity and love. You might be starting a charity of some kind later on, or being involved in a charity, Taurus. Maybe you are already involved with a charity of some kind. And you know, this doesn't surprise me. I do have a Taurian best friend, and she's very much involved in charities and awareness and marketing, and it's very near and dear to her heart. But I actually know a few Taurians that are involved in a lot of charities, or just have this ability to be quite nurturing and be very helpful to a lot of people in their lives. For some of you, there could be a charity event on where you meet someone romantic, maybe. There's two sixes here, so 6 is significant. Yeah, there's something like this. But the 6 is also the time of the Gemini, so for some of you Taurians, there is a Gemini that is around you still, or will be around you very, very soon. And let's take out these cards here. The 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Knave. Okay, the Death card, there's a Scorpio here, or there's an ending of some kind here. Either you're stopping to borrow money after this month for a while, for a long time, or that the time of Scorpio is a time where you're lending money, or you're funding a new venture. Okay, the Knight, the Star card, 3 of Swords. For some of you, are definitely destined for wonderful things here with the Star card. Fame, notoriety, having your name out there, having people know who you are. For some of you, I feel like you're funding a dream of some kind here. It could involve the esoteric arts, astrology, something creative. something that can make you very famous, very well known for what it is that you're doing, researching. Maybe you're providing tutorials on YouTube or something, but there's something here that you're trying to fund. Or if it's not you, it's an air sign or a Scorpio maybe, possibly another earth sign that's trying to fund their dream, and maybe this is why they're asking you for money, for extra funds. Well, 15 minutes of fame is just the beginning, and there's so much more than that. Some of you are borrowing money for some sort of loss with the death card here. Now, I'm not sure if this is because you've left a job or you've lost someone around you in your life recently and you need healing, because there is loss and healing here. I feel like things will, in the practical realm, so in the physical realm, things will come to a healing, which is good, which is positive, I feel, for a lot of you. There is money coming in. It could be from an inheritance or it could be from a creative pursuit, is what I'm seeing here. Some of you are ending a career that pays well, or ending working at a job or company that pays well because of love, with the Three of Swords. Could be an air sign. I mean, you do have Aquarius here, so it might be an Aquarius, Scorpio in particular. But I feel some of you, you're conflicted about your career or your future because of love somehow. And I did mention this with the Lovers card in the general reading, that there could be someone around you, Taurus, that is making you feel differently about love or about your future. It could be someone famous that you're smitten with, Taurus, or someone that is smitten with you if you're famous, if you're in the spotlight. It might be someone that's just potentially someone you could settle down with and commit to, and vice versa. And someone that you could start a new life with. But I almost feel for some of you, you have to sacrifice your dream or your fame somehow, because, or maybe it's just your social media account. You need to take that down because it's going to cause problems for a relationship if you're wanting to start one, for some of you. Because I mentioned you having your guard up. You're obviously unsure about this creative pursuit, this person that might be coming in. There's very strong cards of fame here, or you being in the spotlight somehow. So as I said, it could be a lot of people that are smitten with you. It could be someone you communicate via social media with, or you might have found them on social media, or maybe you've seen them before and you've recently discovered that they have a social media account. For some of you. For others, I feel like you're destined for fame, or destined for something that can potentially bring you a lot of money, a lot of wealth, something that could bring you consistency in monetary gains, which is good, but it's going to require you to end something, is what I'm seeing here. So it could even have to be connected with sacrifice, is what I can see in the cards. Because the Three of Swords is here. You're wanting different things. Maybe this other person is wanting different things, or this is conflict in how to pursue or how to carry on with your creative pursuits. And ultimately, I feel like you will gain clarification. But there's some sort of transformation that needs to happen. So if you do have a business and business isn't going well, there's some sort of transformation that needs to take place here. It's something that you don't really want to do, Taurus, though. I feel like you're comfortable with the product or the service you provide, and going into uncharted territories is something you don't like to do. You don't like the change. You like consistency. You like to see your money. You like to know where it's coming from, and once you're comfortable, you're comfortable. Maybe you're not as easily adaptable as, say, for example, an air sign might be. So this is where things might get a little bit more tricky for you in terms of those dealing with businesses. I feel like you have to end something and walk away from it to start something new, or there's some sort of financial healing that might need to take place in businesses as well, or at a job situation too. I did mention the Lovers card. And I did mention it's possibly a Gemini. I mean, in the Rider-Waite deck, it is seen as a Gemini. I am leaning towards either a Gemini or a Libra Aquarius, possibly. Aquarius is coming up the most prominently here. And maybe a Aries. So I'm tossing up between Aquarius and Aries here in these two cards. But this is someone that you're smitten with, or this is someone that's smitten with you. Could be any sign really, but it's someone that maybe displays these sort of characteristics. Aries energy, maybe they're competitive, they strive for the best. Aquarius, they're outspoken, they're attractive. I feel like they're a very strong-minded person with these two energies here. So if they're not under these signs, I feel like they have air energy, air or fire in their chart. And again, I feel like this keeps coming up time and time again for you, Taurus, that you're either tossing up between an air sign or a fire sign, or I feel you're destined to be with, to be married to be in a relationship with, to grow old with, or your soul is destined to be with either an air sign or a fire sign. For some of you, again, not for all, but I think for those that are single and choosing, you definitely have these signs coming in around you that can give you a family, that can make you feel accepted. But I feel a lot of you have just been putting this emphasis on work, or maybe work has become a priority, or creative pursuits have become a priority, and sometimes relationships take a back seat. Let's have a look what this Lovers card is. Is this a soulmate? This is Cupid's arrow here, but it's also destiny and fate that's bringing you together with someone. Okay, Four of Cups, illumination, something surprising, definitely a new person coming in for single Taurians. 10 of Wands, this is fire, earth, and water here. Someone you have potential to fall in love with, someone that can be a very perfect fit for you emotionally. There's potential to fall in love with this person. For others, it will just be a physical attraction. But for others, there is commitment and love and a wonderful new destined relationship that's coming into your path. And I know I've said this time and time again, but it just keeps coming back up in the cards. I have to say it because it's exciting and it will happen for a lot of you. For others, maybe this isn't the time, but you know, Cupid's at work here, so to speak. So I think a lot of you have a lot to look forward to when it comes to love. Choosing. I think you have choice. You definitely do have choice, Taurus. I think someone may come into your life very unexpectedly with the Four of Cups. There is definitely a fire sign that's working tirelessly to get you to commit to them, to get you into a relationship. And you know, it's not always easy, but I'm wondering if your concentration is just on the Ace of Pentacles, on assets and money. And you know, that's all very nice and wonderful, and it's great to set yourself up to be comfortable in life, financially be comfortable and be financially secure. But for some of you, I think it's time to pay more attention to love and to relationships. And again, this isn't for everyone. This is for some that have neglected relationships or have had very short relationships because they haven't been able to commit properly, to explore it, to explore how far the relationship could go. So Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo is coming up, or Aquarius is coming up in relationships, or possibly Gemini with the Lovers card. It does represent the number 6. The Lovers card is under the sign of Gemini in the Rider-Waite deck, so possibly one of these signs may be the person that's coming in next, and it may very well be the person that can offer you a long-term future. It's not going to be an easy relationship, though. There'll be a lot of hard work required. For some, it could be a very whirlwind romance. For others, there's a lot of, you know, important decisions that need to be made around this relationship, because somehow it's going to transform your life or their life. And when the two of you come together, I think there might be a lot of changes that may be happening for the both of you, and it may not be easy to plan this relationship. The two of you could be very, very busy doing other things and dividing your attention to your career, for example, and this relationship at the same time. It might be a little bit tricky. And if this isn't love, then it's definitely some sort of collaboration or friendship that's blossoming here. And you'll really see that this person wants to do a lot for you. They care a lot for you. There's emotion here. There's obviously hard work, and they're very dedicated towards winning your friendship, winning your trust as well. So for some of you, that could be applicable as well. But look, I will leave it at that